hunters, but they are no match against lions. Tiger versus lion. This lion appears to be on the offensive, while the tiger continues to back up. When these two fight it out, they are matched. Therefore, it may be anyone's fight. Why do these animals share the same enclosure? These two don't seem to get along and decide to have a go at it, and the fight lasts a few rounds. The lion looks furious and seems to be telling the tiger to buzz off the ladies. It was later rumored that the tiger had asked one of the female lions out on a date, and when the male lion found out, he blew a fuse. These two felines look like circus animals waiting for their next performance, and they are arguing about which one will get the starring role. All kidding aside, it's sad to see such large felines, not of the same species, locked up in a cage that is too small for them. Owl versus snake. In this video, the male barred owl greets his mate with a big meal at the perch near the nest entrance. This is the first snake delivered to the nest box this season, and it is another testament to the wide variety of prey items that barred owls hunt. This funny-looking owl is worried when she sees a snake approaching her nest. She makes sure her babies are behind her and the snake doesn't get close to them. We can't see the snake in the video, but it's supposed to be there according to the guy who filmed this. This battle between an owl and a snake is insane. At first, it looks like a cakewalk for the owl, until the snake is seen choking the owl, when finally, the owl takes over and kills the snake. This owl has scary eyes, but that doesn't stop him from attacking this snake. For some reason, the human intervenes, and the owl lets go of the snake. Otter versus coyote. If this coyote thinks it's going to be a walk in the park trying to grab one of these otters, he has something else coming. The otters are aggressive and challenge the coyote, making him realize the risk is not worth the prize. 3 coyotes, on the other hand, pursue the mother otter and her young. The front runner races in on the youngster, but mom races in to distract the coyote, and it works. She can't match their speed, but she can outmaneuver them. When the youngster flees, mom is on her own, but she's smarter than they think. They try to surround her and sink bite after bite, but she saves her best trick for last when she disappears. She leaves a bloody trail, but that's all the coyotes get from the wily otter. The next video is wild. When a coyote tries attacking a couple of otters, the otters go on the offensive and climb a small hill covered with snow to challenge the coyote, who then chases them on a semi-frozen pond, where the coyote almost slips but runs away. He could have easily fallen into the water and drowned. If I didn't know better, I would bet the otters had a blast screwing around with the coyote's head. Not too happy, this coyote walks along the riverbank trying to figure out how to catch and kill one of these otters. But the otters are in the water, and when they get close to the riverbank, it's not anywhere near the coyote, as they tease and taunt the coyote, knowing very well he can't get to them. Lion attack hyena. Male lions are the game changers when it comes to fighting hyenas. For some reason, the scavengers are not crazy about having to confront male lions, and you can see why in this video when the lion dominates and attacks a few hyenas. Hyenas outnumber lions in the mara, and they also cover the same ground, hunt the same prey, and scavenge the same remains of animals. Consequently, they steal food from each other, chase each other, and even kill each other's young. But it looks like the lionesses in this video are more upset with the male lion when he arrives to help than with the hyenas they are fighting against. Go figure. This tiny hyena cub looks like a small lamb running away from a massive lion. The lion snatches the young hyena, and just when it looks like he's gonna kill it, he drops it on the ground. The lion will probably take his time before he kills the hyena cub. Lions and spotted hyenas occupy the same ecological niche where they coexist. A review of data across several studies indicates a dietary overlap of 58.6%. Lions typically ignore spotted hyenas unless they are on a kill or are being harassed by them. However, lions can kill hyenas. though they seldom devour the competitors after killing them. When attacked by lions or dogs, striped and brown hyenas will feign death, though the spotted hyena will defend itself ferociously. If you don't want your reception hall to look like a battleground, don't invite lions and hyenas to the same wedding, and if you do, you can see the result of what will happen in this video. Even after being mangled by 3 lions, this hyena is still alive and running. It's amazing how resistant these scavengers are. Eagle attacks osprey. Watch as a bald eagle flies over a nest and takes the chicks on the fly with this view of the nest. They're there one moment and gone the next. Bald eagles frequently attack other birds, and in this video, a bald eagle strikes an osprey in flight, with the attack captured in slow motion. A bald eagle invaded a nest and snatched a baby osprey in this video. When this happened, wildlife enthusiasts were devastated since the birds were part of a specific initiative. It looks like the bald eagle in this video is chasing an osprey away from its territory. Or it could be that the bald eagle was too close to the osprey's nest, and the osprey tried to distract the bald eagle. Lynx versus coyote. This lynx is not to be messed around with, and this coyote learns the hard way when the lynx smacks it a couple of times with its paws, forcing it to retreat. During this night footage, a lynx and coyote meet on a snowy road in the middle of winter and have a quick scuffle. When the coyote decides he's had enough, he takes off, and the lynx doesn't chase it. This bobcat is defending a kill from a curious coyote. The coyote insists, but the bobcat stands his ground, while a second coyote yips in the background. Jackal versus lion. Jackals are clever, cunning animals and will follow lions around in the hope that they make a kill and try and steal some bites. They will even try biting the lion's tail the way the jackal in this video is doing to try and distract them enough to steal their kill. The lion is so focused on his meal that he doesn't pay attention to the small scavengers, but the jackal is playing a dangerous game getting so close to the feline. The lion could jump out of the starting blocks at any moment without warning and killing the brave jackal in the process. A lioness was sleeping next to her kill in the open savanna of Masai Mara when a jackal thought he could sneak up and steal some scraps. Jackals are monogamous animals and will mate with their partners for life, protecting and marking their territories. A very brave jackal approaches a sleeping male lion and bites his tail, which is actually quite funny. The lion lifts his head to see what's going on, but doesn't chase the jackal. I have no clue why the jackal would do this, since there is no food to grab. I guess he just wanted to have a little fun. Jackals are small and agile. They move swiftly, and catching them requires too many movements for larger carnivores that must save their energy for more worthwhile prey. If other carnivores target them, they will likely run quickly or even show aggression, which makes them not worth it. The jackal in this video sticks around after a male lion has killed a hippo calf. There is a lot of meat there, and the jackal is hoping the lion leaves some scraps for him and his friend. Lynx versus mountain lion. In this video, a mountain lion attacks a lynx, but it looks more like they're play fighting. Perhaps they're not, but the snow makes it seem as if they're school children enjoying their free time during recess. By the look on this lynx's face, I would say that he's not too happy meeting up with this cougar, but he stands his ground and even lunges at and slaps the cougar in the face. This is a big lynx, compared to others I have seen. He's almost as big as the cougar. He eventually decides to walk away. Caracal, honey badger versus jackal. A jackal finds out that honey badgers are not to be messed with when he tries to grab one. The tables are turned on the jackal as the honey badgers go on the offensive and chase the jackal away. Jackals are scavengers, and although they occasionally hunt, they're experts at ripping off prey from other predators. That's exactly what these two jackals are doing here. They just found a bat-eared fox and are eating it. But a caracal returns for his prey and the fight is on. The jackals harass the caracal and try to prevent him from getting one bite of the fox. The caracal hisses and warns them and tries to get a bite in there, but to no avail. With no more patience left, the caracal grabs the dead animal and tries to carry it away from the jackals, but the jackals don't give up. A caracal reluctantly shares an animal carcass with a couple of jackals. The tension builds up as the jackals tell the caracal to scram. But the feline remains in position and even lies down, waiting for the jackals to leave. With a kill in its mouth, the caracal watches a couple of jackals try to ambush him so they can steal his prize. And the plan works because the caracal drops its kill and runs away. Wolves versus bear. In our thumbnail, we can see a bear and a wolf preparing for battle over a carcass, with some crows watching attentively. One-on-one, a wolf is no match for a bear, so unless the wolf is starving, he should find something to eat elsewhere. A famished grizzly bear crashes a wolf dinner party in this video and takes over the carcass. But the wolves have not said their last word. They retaliate and try to regain possession of the carcass. Only the bear is too big and powerful and strikes at any wolf that dares get too close. The famous bear you see in this video is named 791. After a viral video of him taking down a bull elk in the Yellowstone River, he has sunbathed for 5 days to the view of hundreds of photographers and tourists. The man filming this video was very fortunate on this morning for several reasons. The first being it wasn't cold, and the river fog was light and low, unlike the day before when it didn't clear until late morning, and of course because he had a close encounter with a gray wolf. The wolf was alone, and therefore not much of a threat to the massive grizzly. It was more of a game to him to see how close the dominating bear would let him get to his kill. To the man's surprise, as proven by this video, he let him get very close. The wolf would slowly approach, and the bear would make a slight shift in position, and the wolf would back off for a while. This cycle occurred 4 times on the man's watch. Bears and wolves are both at the top of their food chain, so when they meet, all depending on how big the wolf pack is, anything can happen. But in this video, it's 2 bears against the pack, so the wolves must be extremely careful if they know what's good for them, and they do because they keep their distance. In the wild, the 2 species evolve together and do not fight for the same foods or harass each other. Wolves are quicker and more agile than bears. Bears are bigger and heavier. The bears ignore the wolves, who, though curious, recognize the bear is too formidable an adversary to take on. However, they can clash when there is no other choice. Wolves are usually in packs of 10 or 15, so when they meet a bear, they usually gang up on it. But the bear is a powerful opponent, and even many wolves may not frighten it. This bear wants this kill, but the wolves aren't going to give it up easily. The bear in this video flanks a lone wolf minding its business, but the bear's attack is less than convincing, and the wolf walks away without a problem and no injury. If you thought life in the wild for predators was a cakewalk, I'm sure you've changed your mind after seeing these videos. Which one was your favorite? Why don't you let us know in the comments below? Well,